Welcome to the season XVII Week 3 preview, sponsored this week by Blue Fedora. Get your website development on at bluefedora.com. And we are excited to see what's up. Let's look at the standings right now. It is Gremlins on top. Phoenix, highest ranking they've ever been. Before the season, they had never cracked top 10 for sure. Sea Dogs following third. Pharaoh's still hanging in at fourth. Toro's fifth. Toro's sixth. Gold fifth. Toro's on a crazy 24-game regular season win streak. Checkers right behind him, 2-0. They play on the flex end of the week, and the Dizzy Devils and Skylarks round out the ranked teams at number 8. So let's look at the matchups this week. And starting with flex game, Blackers at Dizzy Devils. It's going to be a good matchup here. It's going to be a really make or break in if you believe in the Blackers or not. The Blackers can get through this game and they can be at least respectable against the Dizzy Devils. They'll definitely show that they're worthy of the 2-0, worthy of getting up higher in the rankings. Dizzy Devils coming off a tough loss versus the Diamonds, but the Diamonds will do that to you. Even though they're still at number 18 and 2-0, they'll do that to you. And Coach Muhammad's going to have to come together and really put a solid effort against a team that is just cohesive. That's their calling card. I expected Dizzy Devils to win, maybe 5-3 at home on the flex. Diamonds at Phoenix, 2-0 versus 2-0 Western matchup. Who thought this would be the 2-0 matchup you saw? Everybody would have thought, looking at the schedule, that it would be Gold Pharaohs, but no. Diamonds and Phoenix is going to see who cracks first. Diamonds, 2 very close wins against very good teams, Silverbacks, Dizzy Devils, and not bad teams. Phoenix, Willis and Greeley, they're trying to prove that you can do it with 2 players, but Diamonds will really test that. Elios, Lions, and Vito, they're a nice core of good throwers, and they're kind of hard to get by. I think Diamonds are going to take this 5-1. I really think it's going to be a embarrassment in the desert. Sea Dogs at Empire. Sea Dogs trying to really right the ship here. They had a good win versus the Margates, 5-2. Now they're going to try to just show out against the Empire. Empire really hoping that that doesn't happen. They're getting shoved away from the rankings. They're not playing well. Looking for a ray of sunshine. They're looking for Thompson to come back and be the force that he usually is. But I see the Sea Dogs just too powerful, man. I think it's going to be a 5-3 win for the Sea Dogs. Skylarks at Dragonfish. Both teams cusping on, Dragonfish, if they win this game at home, you're going to start to believe in them a little bit. They handled their business against the Cats last week, obviously shut them out. Week 1, they super close game against the Toros. Skylarks, on the other hand, a very surprising bad loss versus the Checkers last week. But first week, obviously, they started off good against the Cats. So let's see what Giuliano and the gang have to do. Gremlins at Scarlet Ember. Number 1 Gremlins coming into Scarlet Ember. It'll be interesting here. Gremlins super overpowered. Scarlet Ember, they're starting to get people to believe that they're not gone, that they still have a lot of magic left. So we'll see here how well they can play. I mean, their efficiency is still at 100 for the season, which is crazy. But that's. I think Gremlins are going to walk all over them and on the road. I don't think there's much you can do about that. Margays at Silverbacks. Both teams super, super, super desperate for a win here. And this will be a good start for either one. Pascal and Salazar are kind of becoming grouped into the same conversation as players that are just, dare you say, overpowered. I mean, they are good at defense. They're good at offense. I mean, just all the upside in the world. Still young, but they're just not getting it done. So whoever loses this game, that's going to be all the critics are going to be talking about the rest of the season. I think the Silverbacks are going to finally put it together at home. I don't think the Margays, despite having the pieces, Silverbacks, they have a good dasher now, so they're in the. I mean, I think it'll be a close game, but I think Somerset will go off. Salazar will just boss out. I don't think the Margays can match them. Farrell's at Gold. Good game. Solid game. Both teams looking for that nice, solid victory. Gold falling to Phoenix. They haven't beat them. They haven't beat Phoenix in a couple seasons. They didn't. They lost both games last year. Lost last week. So hoping to shake that off. Get a nice win over a number 4 Farrell's team. Farrell's same thing. They got blitzed by Phoenix game 1. Strong victory over Silverbacks game 2. So both teams kind of eyeing each other and seeing how good is this division. What's the pecking order? And I think Farrells are probably going to edge this one out. Pierce tends to play around early in the season, so they might just lose this game. Too much playing around. Interceptors at Captains. Captains, they haven't looked good at all. Dale Durant has not been the marquee player you want. Interceptors, I think they're a solid team. I think it's going to be a pretty boring 5-3 win for the Interceptors. Reapers at Cats. Cats 0-2, Reapers 0-2. I think this is an easy win for the Reapers, and if it's not, it's just more of the same from the Miller, Jason era. And you really, 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 at this point, you have to move on because Jason has not been. Everybody was hyping him up. Preseason, he was looking good. But he's not playing. He's just not part of the team, not part of the games. And Harper gets to see that with his new team and the Cats. That he's kind of exact revenge on them. And Ivanhoe coming back to his old stomping grounds. He got fired from in the off season, so that'll be an interesting storyline. Joseph coming back, saying hi to Jared probably for the last time. So a lot of nostalgia. These teams have kind of cross-mixed a lot. But I think Cats might pull it out. I think Reaper's just going to be that, disappointing. And for the final game of the week, Checkers hosting the Toros. Toros holding on to a 24-game regular season streak. Next best streak ever, 11 games by the Interceptors. I mean maybe 12 games by the Interceptors. This has been a ridiculous streak. Do I think it's going to go away today? No. I don't think the Checkers are all they're cracked up to be. I think they've gotten pretty lucky the past 2 games. And it's going to end here. I think teams have kind of figured them out. Stop Brass, stop the world. I think the Toros are a strong team, and they're going to really show that they're not just pedestrian Toros. So we hope to see you at the games, and we will be coming to you very soon.